Good morning, you beautiful people. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. I am so happy that I get to make this video because yesterday I made a really negative video and I wasn't really excited about it because by far the worst thing about Modern Warfare was the removal of the minimap. And as I was recording that video, I went to Reddit and Twitter and I saw that today they were going to add the minimap back in without the red dots with when you shoot your guns unsilenced. And I was like, oh, wow, awesome. They're actually going to try that. They're actually going to test it out and see about that, which made me really, really happy. And after jumping into it today, that mode, it is a night and day difference. I mean, it is an instantaneous difference in gameplay style, in map flow, in map knowledge, in perception of pace of the game. It is just such an amazing change. It's so amazing because you don't think about it too much. The minimap has just always been there. It's a fundamental staple. So why remove it, I hear you say? Yeah, because it's stupid. It's a stupid thing. Oh, so frustrating. So with it back in, the gameplay behind you is the first game back in, and it's on, oh man, I'm going to forget the name of the map. Ganza Raid or something? Ganza something? The big Russian map that everybody hates that is so complex and confusing that I didn't do well on that map yesterday during the live stream or during my own personal gameplay. I didn't do well on that map, and it was just so complex and confusing, and I felt sort of like how I felt other players feel during these super complex maps. I'm like, I just get shot from them everywhere, and I don't know where to check. And with the implementation of the minimap, it's like you get a little bit of time. You get a little bit of perception and knowledge of where the lines of sight could be and where the buildings actually go to. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I'll just run into doors and then like run into a wall because I can't anticipate what's behind the door. And especially on this map here, because there's a lot of buildings with a lot of corridors and streets and alleyways, and it's like if you don't see what's coming up next, you can be really disorganized and disoriented. And especially for the aggressive playstyle, I hate to say it, but if you want to rush in this game, having no minimap is really not a great standpoint. And again, specifically with this map, I felt this map was very campy. I felt like I was always dying by people in buildings and people not wanting to move, and I felt, more so, I feel like I couldn't move and I couldn't rush and I couldn't push forward strategically because I didn't have the minimap. Because, yeah, they shot me from the building, but how do I get to that building? What's the second entrance to that building? Where are the stairs in that building? And I just had no information to go off of. With the re-implementation of the minimap, I felt like I was able to rush, like I was able to push forward, and I was the one that was pushing up in the enemy spawn and going in their buildings and killing them from their buildings and flanking them and being a ghost in the shadows. And I absolutely loved that. That's so fantastic. And so this is not even a consideration for me. There needs to be a minimap in Modern Warfare. There's no doubt about it. And specifying here, I'm not sure how I feel about the red dots not showing up with an unsilenced weapon. Because again, that's kind of one of those things where it's been a fundamental part of every Call of Duty. But this is like everybody has suppressors, and I don't know if that's going to be sort of like taking away the minimap where it's like people rely on UAVs even more, and it creates this really harsh culture of UAV versus Ghost players, and Ghost should be running all the time in that bull crap. Oh, I hate that argument. Or if this is going to be a good thing and it'll encourage players to be more strategic and whatnot. I'm not really high hopes for that because I feel like chasing red dots isn't as bad as anybody thinks it is, which that will be a different video for a different day. But as of right now, having just the basic standard minimap, even not having the enemies appear as red dots when they shoot an unsilenced weapon, even just that, I would be willing to compromise. At least from the, 45 minutes to an hour of game time that I actually had today to make this video. So it is a night and day difference. It's a big step forward, and it's such an improvement for rushing. I mean, the pace of the game itself feels so much faster, and I can't tell you how many times that I would be walking trying to like figure out where the enemies are, and I'd see my teammates somewhere just like that on the minimap, and I'd be like, oh nope, teammates are over there, they can't be over there. And The footsteps now match up. Like I hear footsteps, I just take a quick half second, look on the minimap. Nope, that's going to be a teammate, or nope, that's going to be an enemy. It increases the pace of the game. It increases the strategy of the game. It's a tool set for players to use to get better at the game. It increases the skill gap, and it makes the skill gap more attainable. This was a great choice. Please, Modern Warfare, please, Infinity Ward, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Please keep this in here. Keep it in here for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tell me your thoughts on the minimap. I know your thoughts. You guys want the minimap back because everybody wants the minimap back. Literally nobody wanted the minimap gone. Doesn't make sense. It was a stupid decision. I'm glad they changed it. Hopefully they stick to their guns and they keep changing it and they have it in the game. That's all I want. If it's not in the game, you're probably not going to see that much content from Doughnuts with Modern Warfare. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Till the next absolutely beautiful Modern Warfare day morning video. I forget my outro. I'll catch up with you guys later. And as always, stay beautiful.